would radiation resistant frog. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Nam, and we are going to be playing Rust. Now this server was freshly wiped, for whatever reason, I don't know. They claimed to not wipe it, but it was. So let's start this out here. I mean, firstly, this, honestly, it looks like I'm using a walnut to knock these trees down. I'm not sure if that's intended. That's certainly how it feels. Now, they did recently just change the experience, the blueprints, everything as far as the recipes go with Rust. I do want to at least bring that up. Now, what they've basically done is turn this into a farming simulator, a grinding. So all you have to do is sit here and grind all day, every day, killing mobs, killing trees, killing rocks. Yes, killing rocks, because that's what you do. As of right now, I can barely make anything in Rust. Let's see if I even have in my crafting. I can make a hammer, and for whatever reason a bone club, but by the time you get enough bones to make that, you already can make your tools and weapons, which is absolutely ludicrous. Yes, I did have to censor it, and I'm apparently a very awkward looking black man. Okay. This server is an Ohio server, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that, because I've got no absolute clue at all. Man, this is taking a while, though. Yeah. Look how fun this is. Makes you want to do it all day, right? So now that I've gotten my first tree down, guess what? I have to farm more trees. Honestly, why not just play Ark? I mean, granted, but this is actually updated quite often. I've had like 4 updates in the past 2 days. Oh look, I hit level 2. What can I make? Nothing useful yet. See, the key is you have to make an axe and a pickaxe before you start even thinking of going out and farming to make a base. I don't know why they start you out with very minimal food and water on your levels. Maybe so you die a lot. Now, the one good thing they did do on this is the experience, which is used to buy your recipes, is it sustains through death, as well as your levels. Honestly, I really do wish that there was a better way from the get-go. It does beat punching the tree, which I don't even think that does anything. No, I can't even punch it. Where's the fun in that? Alright, we killed our second tree. Guess what? Still can't do anything useful. I can make a piece of paper. Because paper. I got experience from making paper. Now, you can just right off the bat make blueprints, make a house, make everything out of wood. It's really useless. Making a wood door, it's really vulnerable to be broken down. Because if you've never played Rust, what will happen is when you log out, your body does stay intact in the world, and it is still there. Now, if somebody happens to break into your house while you're not there, they can kill you, they can take your sleeping bag, which would be your spawn point. They can also go to your tool cupboard and access it and authorize themselves to build on your area, because that would be the only way you can protect your property from somebody else building ladders, removing things, adding things. Now you can authorize, let other people in there to authorize themselves if you want people to help you build something, like a base, a fort, a town, anything like that. Now, from my understanding is they do not stack, and that has not been changed. Now I'm speaking from knowledge from like 6 months ago or so, So it could have changed. But as of right now, it has not. Now, I do apologize for the frame rate. I am playing this on my laptop. Let's see here. Guess what? More trees. I mean, it's a great environment. Don't get me wrong. I like how everything looks. It's nice, smooth. There's not too much in the terms of what can kill you off the bat other than other people. Now, it is somewhat of an unfair advantage if you do go on a populated server where somebody's in a tribe. They can log off, and then everybody in the tribe logs on, and suddenly you have to deal with a new player who can now build some of the best weapons in the game. There are people who are on all the time. I've had it where I was running through a field, and I would probably say half a mile away there must have been a player because I was one shot. I was fully armored. They still one-shot me from quite far away. You know, this is probably a little less exciting than Tree Cutting Simulator, because at least in Tree Cutting Simulator, the trees come down a lot faster, and you're not building experience so you can actually make tools. However, I am almost at level 3. Yeah, so I can actually make tools. Now, the one thing I do notice, in the beginning, you have a hard time getting any materials, to be totally blunt with you. It is not a game for the faint of heart, those who give up easily or those who are just bad. Now, I've got a ton of wood. I've got 2,100 pieces of wood. Almost 2,200 at this point. You do have to get stone as well. Stone in the beginning, where the spawn points are, can be a pain in the ass to find. They can sometimes be a lot easier. Usually, if you're spawned close to the mountains or roads, things like that, yeah, you can find stone everywhere, and then it winds up just cluttering your bags until you can actually do anything with the metal ore, which takes a million years in and of itself. Alright, so I can make tools. I can make many things. Is it useful yet? No. Of course not. Because guess what? I have to farm some more with my walnut. And herein lies the issue I've been blabbering about for no reason. I spawned on the beach. I started recording as soon as I spawned. And probably by the time I find stone, I'm going to be nearly starving to death. Oh, there's a stone. And just a stone. Cloth is a real pain to get from the get-go. Once you start getting your own plants, it becomes a little easier. Same thing with food. You can get corn, you can plant corn, you can plant pumpkins, whatever you find. Do I have enough stones for anything yet? First, let's buy this one, and let's buy this. And guess what? I can't make anything yet. So as you saw how the crafting system works, you go in here, if there is an item, cost experience to learn the recipe for the item. As an example, I have 1 experience point. I can buy my wooden spear. I can make my wooden spear. I'm going to make 2 of them because I'm a baller. Now, while I'm doing some simple farming, a little bit of backstory. I've kind of had a rough 2 weeks here. So I drive a Volkswagen. It's a 5-speed manual. And all of a sudden, the clutch was not disengaging. Well, being a mechanic, or well, I used to be a mechanic until I was injured, I took it upon myself. I got I wanted to inspect everything. And the lovely town I'm in, you actually... Oh, my rock was broken. Cool. I haven't even been able to craft anything, and my rock broke. So there we go. We will make a stone pickaxe for all the rocks I don't find. So yes, in my town, how they require it is, for my street specifically, it's Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. You cannot even park on your own street because they have a street sweeper that may or may not come down the street. So I did pull the transmission out of the car. First time I did it, I've never done it on this specific type of Volkswagen. What had happened, it took me about 3 hours to pull it out. I discovered there were pieces from the pressure plate retention springs that kind of just fell wherever they want it. So I needed a new pressure plate. The clutch isn't the newest, so I figured, okay, let's get a new clutch while we're at it. So I went and got a new clutch and pressure plate. So after the street sweeping, I went and put a new clutch and pressure plate in. Well, lo and behold, I mean, it did go together. Everything fit just fine. However, the transmission in the car wasn't the transmission that came with the car. I did not discover this because obviously on a Volkswagen they have about 4 different front-wheel drive transmissions for the year my car is made. Everything fit together fine. There's no identifying factors that you're going to run into where you can tell it apart. So I went to go ahead and put it into gear, and I let out the clutch and it didn't move. Now that is a benefit to previously where you couldn't make it not move. The clutch pedal did absolutely nothing to disengage the clutch. When you started it, it would just go, and if you stopped, it's called turn off the car. Now, I figured, okay, it's not moving now at all. I mean, that's a slight improvement, I guess, over my previous predicament. So I discovered by counting the teeth on my new clutch according to what the manual stated it came with versus how many teeth are my old clutch, and essentially I found out that at that point the clutch had 4 more teeth on it than the shaft on the transmission. So what that means is now I need to figure out where my transmission came from. Then I have to pull it apart again and then put a new clutch in it again. This time, however, I don't have to worry about the pressure plate because, hey, my pressure plate's brand new. The size, the outside diameter of the clutch and pressure plates are the same. The only thing that is different is the shaft size and the number of teeth on it. It makes a nice little grinding sound. It wants to kind of go when it catches. Outside of that, it felt like I just wasted my time. Oh, hi dear. Oh dear. Too late on that one. So that has been my last 2 weeks. It has not been fun, especially since without that I'm unable to do my job. However much that's not fun, it's the facts of life. Now, what you see in the game at this point is exactly what I was talking about. Good luck finding anything. I'm trying to get some kind of food, but yeah, see, I'm starving. I haven't gotten enough stones to really do anything. I made a pickaxe so I can get more stones, and now I can't find any stone anywhere. I'm eating mushrooms to survive, kind of. Not very well. Here's a tree stump, which gives you 50 wood. And corn. There we go. At least with corn, I can plant it. Because corn. Now, for whatever reason, if you pick corn, you get one seed usually, and when you eat it, you get another seed. Who's to say you can't just take all of the corn off and use it to plant? That would be logical, because that's how it kind of works. But hey, you know, one for one, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can get him. There's no aiming devices, and he is running away. That bastard. Yes, the animals in this game have superhero-like abilities to climb rocks and walls and sprint and generally go where nobody else can. It is absolutely ludicrous, but it's just how this game works. Alright, so we're looking at, what, 5 minutes to find another rock? Man, wasn't that fun. Really? Is he really? Where is he? There he is. And oh, hi, other person. Quick goods only over here. This isn't too much of a populated server. There's about 7 people on here right now. Me being the 8th. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen somebody on this server other than myself. Alright, so let's make a hatchet. Let's make a building plan. Let's pull our map out. Cool. Zoom out on the map a bit. Now, the map you actually can use. I know a lot of people don't think it works. It's a little quirky. You actually have to put it in your hotbar, and then you can use the map button, which is the letter G. You can pull up the map. So let me go ahead here. Now it looks like somebody's setting up a farm, maybe? Or, it almost looks like somebody's setting up a farm up here. No, that's just the bushes. Maybe. No, that's corn, okay. So now that we're up at the corn, is there any corn available? Of course not. Is there any stone available? Probably not. But there is a barrel. Now they did nerf these barrels a bit. This one actually had some boots, it had a bow, and that is it. So let's go ahead and put these boots on. We'll put the bow on, do nothing with it because I can't make any ammo for it. And I won't be able to for a little bit still. So, yeah. I'm getting somewhere, right? And we're back to trees. Now that I broke my rock, which you can make a rock by crafting 10 stones together. Don't ask logic, it just happens. It just works like that. Now another benefit of making these tools is you're gathering approximately twice as fast, which also means you can level up a little faster. Once you start getting higher in level though, it's just painful. Myself personally, I've only gotten slightly into some of the metal and a few guns. Not really reliable guns, but they work, kind of. I still personally would just use the crossbow until you can actually get a real gun other than like a water pipe gun, because they're absolutely terrible in short range and do almost nothing unless something is in your face. Another thing, there's helicopters that go around. If you have more than 4, I think it's 4 pieces or more armor and a ranged weapon on you in your actual equip bar, it'll start shooting at you with a fully automatic machine gun and sometimes even launch missiles, which I had one nicely, very kindly destroy my house. Because why not? I wasn't even far into the game. I got most of my stuff from following the rope. The road, sorry. Not rope. Following the rope would be a very bad choice. Alright, let's go ahead into the forest a little bit more. Can I make anything yet? Yes, no. I still can't make any ammo. I can make a pointed... Oh, no I can't because I have to grind experience. I just noticed, these are... Radiation resistant frog. Okay. Children's boots apparently can block radiation. Don't take my word for it, nor try it out. I've not known rubber to really block radiation. You're better off wearing concrete boots at that point. Let's see, have I found anything yet? No, and I'm really close to starving yet again. Because guess what? This is it. If you don't have anything, you don't have any friends, this is what you're going to be doing. You're probably going to die a few times. Chances are I will be dying here eventually within the next episode or two. My plan is I'm probably going to possibly end this off when I can build a decent house. It's very difficult to keep a house on a server unless you're on it nearly every day because people will attack it and degrade it. I know that sounds amazingly fun, especially for the people who like to put a lot of time and effort into their buildings and their houses. And just to have it destroyed by somebody because they want it to, it's not always the best feeling in the world. What is this? Oh, hi, dear. Let's see if I can get you. No, not even close. What? I don't even. Alright, let's see. I don't remember them being this bad. Well, and now he's running. Let's chase after him, maybe. Except he's going to the mountains that are unscalable by me, but he can run right up without slowing down. Here's some hemp plants, so I can at least get some cloth. At this point, it's not really beneficial, but it's good to have it for the seeds alone. So you can plant the seeds when you do get a house or build a house or anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlock my pointy stick. Because when all else fails, make a sharp stick with a rock on it. Ooh, here's a pig. Pigs are much easier to hit if you can hit them. And I just failed at that part. Alright, piggy. I will stab you with my spear that did not equip. I'm sure you heard it equip, but it decided not to. That is some of the inconsistencies I've run into with this game. While you may pull something out, you might actually have to equip it like 2-3 times before it actually is in your player's hand. If it's not in your hand, you can't do anything with it. Yada yada yada, you're useless, and you failed. Alright. This is how you're going to pretty much be starting out with things. Look. Smack it with an axe that's made out of rock. Get some fat, get some fragments. So we killed our first pig. We are a master hunter now. We hunt many things and wear froggy boots. Froggy boots for the win. I just don't even know. Frogs. Well, I do thank you for watching this time. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to keep on seeing some more, let me know in the comments. And you keep her up.